Yo guys, so let's get right into the action, guys. So when we're actually planning for the week, we need to look at four pillars that will actually make us have money in the bank when we're trading. So the first one is news, the second one is high probability trades, and then the third one is good ROI, return on investment, and then the fourth is your aim. What is your aim for the week? So we'll go through these four pillars and step by step so you know how to trade. So make sure you following right till the end, because this will be a banger, and I'll be giving you a trade that you can trade by looking at which one fits this category, because this is, as I'm showing you, this is how I plan my week and how every professional trader plans their week throughout the week when they make money. To make money, you need to treat this as a business. So this is very important. If you don't treat it as a business, then you're not going to make money. So these are the four pillars that you should do on the weekend or Saturday or Sunday to plan for the week. So I'll be going through step by step. So right. Okay. So, and also if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. You don't miss any of these videos, or I'll give you these nuggets. Right, so let's go into it. So the first step you want to do, you want to look at the news. So what do I mean by the news? So what affects us and also what we'll capitalize on. So there are two variables. So we're looking at the news because we don't want the news to affect us. So when the news comes out, usually it goes the other way of what you're anticipating. So we want to make sure we stay clear. So it's like a train. You want to walk actually past a railway train or a train track, or even on the road. You want to first see there are no cars before you cross, right? It's the same concept. So you want to see that. So you want to check what news will affect us, or we can capitalize on. So for example, if someone just wants to kill themselves on the road, they're like, oh, let me capitalize when the car comes, then I can kill myself. So this is capitalizing. Obviously we don't want to kill ourselves, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. Yeah. So how do we capitalize? How do we know which news will affect us? So by looking at the news, we're going to see which pairs we want to stay away from or capitalize. So let's use this example. So for example, we want to look at pairs that are not affected by the news for this coming week. So we're going to go to, there's three sites we can go to: forexfactory.com, or investing.com, or bloomberg.com. So, but let's just use investing.com as an example. So it's simple. You just go to investing.com. I already have it opened here because obviously I'm planning for the week. All right, so just type in on Google investing.com, and then this will give you, you just go to this. So look at your economic calendar, and just go to this week. So listen up carefully, guys. You want to look at pairs, or rather you want to avoid pairs that have 2 stars or 3. You can still work with 2, but I'd say 3 is a no-no. Okay, so let's say, for example, we want to avoid pairs that have 2 or 3 stars. Okay, let's work with 3 stars. Okay, we can use 2. You can use 2, because this just means moderate volatility. It's not bad, but if it's 3, it's way bad. So I'd say when it's 3, don't avoid it. 2 is still good for some people. It depends on you. All right. Okay, but specifically here, I want to look at if it has 2 or 3 stars, I avoid. Okay, let's use that example. Okay, all right, so this one, so we're gonna stay away. Okay, let's start on Monday because of this week. Let's see, we want to stay away from euro. Okay, for me, generally 3 is the worst. I still do the 2 is not bad, but I'm just doing this example to show you. Okay, so my suggestion, if it's you can use the news, I mean the pair, if it still has 1 or 2 stars. But if it's 3, stay away from it. Okay, so let's just purely look at pairs that don't have 2. All right, so this one, we can't trade euro on Monday. It has 2. It has to be just 1 star or nothing. Then I'm going to trade it for this example. So we are avoiding 2 stars or 3 stars. So we can't trade euro on Monday, and also euro. Okay, and so euro. Okay, let's actually use any, if it has 3 stars, we'll avoid it. All right, let's use that. All right, so let's see. So we can still work with euro, and okay, but we're seeing a lot of euro, although it's not 3 stars, but since it's showing a lot of euros, this is kind of a red flag for me. All right, okay, euro is still a lot here. Okay, and then you have AUD. So euro and AUD are kind of more, although they don't have 3 stars, but they have a lot of like data for them. So you want to also, if it has a lot of data, it also can disrupt you, because there's kind of, even if it's moderate news, but it's affecting you, right? So we're staying away from euro and AUD currently. Let's see, chef. Okay, also chef, Swiss dollar. This is CHF, also has a lot, although it's 2 stars. So euro, chef, AUD. Let's go here, and then on Tuesday, that's USD. All right. Okay, you can just sim through. I don't wanna go through everything. All right, and then GBP here once. Okay, USD is a lot. Okay, and then until, yeah. All right, USD. So there's a lot of USD. So I'd stay away from USD, GBP, Euro, Swiss. So what is that left? It's left us with GBP. So I definitely want to stay away from USD. So we are left with GBP, because GBP is only 2 stars, and it shows only once in a while. So as well as NZD. There's also, it hasn't shown, I haven't seen NZD. Alright, so it means we have to go to our charts and add GBP NZD. Alright, so we can do that, and then what else? We can also check, I haven't seen another pair, which is Canadian dollar. I've seen it. Okay, it has 3, so I'll stay away from it. And JPY is good, so I'll probably do GBP JPY or NZD JPY. That's another pair. I already have 3 pairs: NZD JPY, GBP NZD, and GBP JPY. Alright, so we have already 3 pairs that fits our category, so it doesn't affect us at all, and we can still capitalize on it, but we're talking about this. So let's look at the chart. So we have this pair already. Okay, this is GBP NZD. Okay, we open it. We're like, this is pretty good. We're gonna look at it. So now we have 3 pairs GBP. I'll just write it here. So this is our watch list for this week. So I'll just put them here just to remind myself. I'm looking at this. Okay, I want to make sure also they are high probability trades, HP trades. So what does this mean? It means it must be healthy. It must have a good risk to reward ratio. There must be no spikes. Spikes is like if there's a pin bar like this or something, but this looks healthy. You want something looking like this, and it has good past movement. So what do I mean by, let's look at GBP NZD, the one we looked at. Okay, so we make sure there is a spike here and here, but it's not a lot. Okay, for this one, but I'm talking about spikes everywhere, like too much. But this one seems okay. So it doesn't have spikes, and now we have to check if it has a good risk to reward ratio. right? Again, we wanna look at our support and resistance. If you don't know how to do support and resistance, go back to my video. I did a beginner's guide for support and resistance. So we just put from the top, bottom, and then we put wherever the market hits a few times. We try to put it around that area. So it hits here, it hits here, it hits here. Alright, I can still put it here too, right? It hit there. So I said we look at the past movement and also see the past movement has been hitting here, hitting here, hitting here. Could still be here as well. Okay, you don't need it. As long as you hit the major points where it's been hitting, then you should be fine. Okay, so now we are set, right? We're trading support and resistance. Okay, so just looking at this pair, we know it's creating lower lows and lower highs. What does that mean? It means we are selling. If you haven't checked that video, go check it out. I showed you what higher highs and higher highs are and lower lows and all of that. So in this case, I'll put the video on the screen so you can just check it out. So we have lower low here, lower lows, and just put it here, lower lows. We see this is telling us it's a downtrend from the previous video, see, alright? So we know it goes there and then it comes down. It goes there and it breaks. So it has go up and then it breaks our support. So we sell to there and goes back to our support, which is now resistance, and it goes to break the lower low again. So once it breaks it, it has to form another lower low here. I'll put it around here, and then this one now will be a lower high. So this now will be a lower high like this here. So we're anticipating it to come here and go to there. So it should come here to sit on our support and form a lower low, and then go to form a lower high there, and then breaks our support to there. Like sometimes it goes right through, but ideally it should do this. Alright. Okay, so already another indication I can see it's forming a descending triangle. So it's your descending triangle. It's forming it here, meaning it's showing us it's going down, right? That's your descending triangle. It just means it now it broke. It's confirming it broke this, and then it's going to sit here, and then it could still just go straight down. So in my case, I would already be selling. So that's what I would do. Okay, so if I would be selling here, for example, so my stop loss would be, if I'm already selling, because you need to put it where you enter. If you're going to enter here, you need to put your triangle there, because you want to see your risk. We're going to look at our risk for this trade. Okay, and then you just simply copy this. So we just press it. For me, it's Control. I click it and press Control. So I want to see, so your risk is that, and then the blue line is your reward. So you see it's the same size. So if I'm entering here and it goes back, if I lose or win, I'll be getting the same amount. Okay, so I'm risking $1 to make $1. So the risk reward is good. Should my for example, I'm aiming to exit here, but my risk is here, then this would not be a good trade. So let me push it right down, because I'm aiming for here. So you see my reward is way bigger than my risk. So let's look at how we're gonna measure this. So we got here to our crosshair. Again, go check my other videos where I show you how to set up the platform. So for here, for example, I'm entering here this, From here you just click all the way to where your risk is. So my risk would be your pip. Your pip is the second number after the slash. So the first number is 1/2761. So the last number of this on this after the slash, we ignore it. So those are called pipettes. So we ignore the last number. It could be maybe even two numbers, but the last number we ignore it. So in this case we ignore the 1. So our pip is 2676. That's our risk, which is called our pip. Okay, so our reward should be more than that. Should we win, we should at least make more. We should make at least 276 or more. Okay, so let's see. Note that down, 276. But our reward is 401. So remember the last number ignore. So it's 400. Our pip is 400. So we're risking pips of 237 to make 400. So our risk is, so you divide 400 divide by 236. 400. This is 273. Sorry. 273. Okay, so basically you'd say 400. I want to show you so you understand how to do it. Divide by the pips for the risk 273. Okay, so my risk for every $1 I'm risking, I'm gonna make 1.5 profits on any given trade, which is pretty good. So we always want, it has to be at least 1. If it's less than 1, then we can't, it doesn't fit. So in this case it works out quite well. So this one works. So it really fits our criteria. What is our criteria? Okay. Our criteria is healthy risk reward, no spikes, and past movement correlates. Alright, perfect. And then the next step is, it has to be a good return on investment. What is it worth, right? So it's worth it because it's more than 1:1, right? Some people may not like 1:1. I mean, some people may also want a trade that is 1:2. So if you're willing to wait, so for example, if I have 100, I'm willing to, if I'm gonna, for that pair, since it's 1:1, 1.4. So if you're saying, is it worth it? So am I willing, for example, to lose, let's say, $100 if I lose, but if I make money, so there'll be 100 times 1.5. So am I willing to lose $100 only to make 150? Or, so if that is something you don't want to do, then maybe not do it. Okay, but remember, accumulation is what makes you a profitable trader. Don't just look at one trade and say, I'm going to make huge money. But accumulation, the more you do this process, you're going to make money. Right? Is it worth it? Okay. Always 1:1. Something above 1:1 is good. So I'd say it's worth it. And then you have to check your schedule. So for this pair, how long would it take? Let's see, because you have to correlate it to your schedule. Since it's a 1 hour, it can be a swing trade. Let's see how long it could take. So this one took generally 6 days. That's like a week generally. So yeah, it could be the same thing. Looks like the same. So are you willing to wait for a week to make money with this? Alright, so you should ask yourself. So that will mean you have to check at least 8 hours. After 8 hours, during lunch, at break, during work, and after work, because you're swinging it for like a week. So I have to check, make sure your trade is still going accordingly, making sure if you, especially if you didn't put your stop loss, or if you did put a stop loss and you take profit, but now let's say you took profit and you want to do another trade, right? So that's why you're looking at it. You want to check, is it gonna give me, has it made money or not? So, but if you, for example, you can't check it during the week, then obviously you can't do it. For me, this is good, because I'm like swinging it during the week. I want to see that I've made money. All right, okay, so this will, for me, in this case, would be good. So I tick this. GBP NZD is good. I'm fine. And then you check these. Do these fit as well or not? So in this case, we look at GBP NZD. And the last part, which is very, very important, it ties back to what you did, all right? It actually goes hand in hand, right? My aim, am I going to scalp it, or am I going to swing it or invest? If you're looking to invest, which could take like a few months or a year, then maybe this is not a good trade. But if you're swinging is like you're gonna get your money after a week or 2 weeks or a month. Then if that is what you want, then that GBP NZD should be good. But if you're scalping is like, I want to make money in a day, maybe a few hours, then maybe that trade may not be good. You maybe look at, within the trade, look at some trades that you can catch. So for example, you can say, okay, then if I'm scalping, let me catch it until it gets here. But then obviously now your stop loss would have changed. So what I would do, for me, I would say this would be, I'm a swing trader generally, so this would be good for me. So look at what's good for you. If you're working, I would suggest do swing trading like I'm doing. This is what actually made me quit my job, because this I can still travel, like I travel around the world, as most of you know. So I don't need to keep looking at the charts. After a week, I check, I've made money or not, literally. Or during like after 8 hours, I'm checking my phone. This is basically what I'm doing, because I plan during the week and I'm swinging it. Should it come here, I leave it. Maybe take some profit out, but generally I'd leave it until it gets to this point. And then I made money. Or if it went the other way, obviously you wouldn't have made money. But generally I know it's a high probability trade. I relax. Put in my trade, I let it go today. So again, just go check my support and resistance video to see how I did this, if you don't understand it. But it's as simple as this, guys. So if you're a swing trader, it should actually work out well for you. And so now you have it. You have your GBP NZD for the week that you can trade. So you can literally follow this, doing this GBP NZD, qualify it just like I showed you. And then you can trade it for if it doesn't fit, then you don't trade it. So yeah, I leave it to you. Check GBP JPY yourself if it fits for you using these 4 pillars and NZD JPY. And if you're gonna trade this week, let me know how it is. I just gave you a free trade using how I look at the trades for the coming week. Right, so, and I hope it gave you value. Yeah, but obviously if you want to know more of this, how I put this, all these patterns, this is more advanced, like the patterns. Obviously this is more advanced. I show more my students this, and I go in depth with them and also show them how to capitalize on the trade as it moves. So, but other than that, you can obviously use this, as I said. But if you want more guidance, you are more than welcome to check in with my students and my mentorship. And also, if you want to actually check out our work for free, you can join our free signal group. You can see us making money literally every week using these simple strategies. And then you can verify yourself if this is for you, the mentorship is for you or not. But I help people make money like this in a simple way. This is a simple, I don't trade like other traders make it complicated. It's as simple as it gets. Literally putting support and resistance. This is a confirmation triangle just to make sure. I didn't really need it, but I just made sure. Since I want to make sure it's a high probability trade, then I'm done. For the week, I can just go travel as I do, travel around the world and do any other things. All right. Simple as this, guys. Don't make it complicated. Again, you can join my free signal groups. I'll put the link on the comment section below or description so you can see and follow our signals that are like 80% or more. Or if you want to learn more, then you can request via our free signal Telegram group. Make sure you have Telegram. And then if you do want more to learn this with the students and make money with us every week, where I guide you step by step, you're actually trading with me. I tell you, get out now or do this. Okay, make sure you do this. This trade is here now. Do this. Literally, it's guiding you as you trade, so you're guaranteed to make money. So yeah, you can just tap in now on our free Telegram group and see how you make money. And if you request more mentorship, if you want to say, oh Tabo, I really want to know this, then yeah, you can tap in the group and let us know. Other than that, just get our free signal group, our free signals, and follow this as suggested. All right. That's it, guys. I hope this gave you value. These are the 4 pillars that you need to know to plan to make money with trading. This is what professional traders do. See, I just finished my analysis within like 10, I don't know how many minutes this was, like few minutes, and then done. I did it longer because I was explaining, but generally I'm done within like 10 minutes. So this is what I do, all right? I've been trading for long. I'll show people how to do this. All right, guys, that is it. I hope it gave you value.